Yeah, good morning and welcome back to Mark's Railway Trails. And today we're doing the line, the 1830 line, the full line that came from Crown Street Station on that great day all the way into the 1830 warehouse in Manchester. I've started the blog today from Lee Green Station. And if you're wondering why I'm starting it on Lee Green, I was going to do it from Rainhill Station, but there's so much history down the Rainhill Station. I could have spent half a day showing you, and I've already done the blog of Rainhill Station, so if you want to see it, go on my blog and look for Rainhill Station and you'll see it. Well, what I wanted to tell you about today is the Mark's Railway Trails, how it started. And it all started because of this book, Bradshaw's Guide to Railways. And I'll tell you more about this when I get on the train, because I think this is our train coming down now. So I'm going to cut off and flick the camera around, and I'll tell you more about the Bradshaw's Guide from 1863 that Michael Portillo used in his series. I started reading this when I got COVID. Wasn't in a good place, and my dad made loads of notes in it, as well as a lot of his other books, and that's what started me on these railway trails, finding them all. So I'm going to cut off, get on the train, I'll tell you more about it when we hit it. And here's our train, the Trans-Pennine Express today. And hopefully we can get a window seat on our own today. Not saying we can. We'll let everybody go. Put the camera around. This the one to Victoria, mate? Yeah, cheers. Just checking the train there. We'll get on here. There we go. And there we go, we're on the leaving Lee Green now. And here we go, just leaving Lee Green Station now in St Helens. And like I said, we'd tell you more about Rainhill, but we've done Rainhill on our blog, so go on Mark's Railway Trails, you'll see the blog for Lee Green. We're on the Trans-Pennine Express today. It's going to take us straight through to Victoria. So what we're on today is the George Stevenson 1830 line. I'll just tell you a little bit about that. The early 1800s, Britain was in the centre of a trading web. The country was in the middle of an industrial revolution, the factory producing goods like they'd never seen it before. Now these factories wanted to move all the goods all around the world. 1783 there was a small Lancashire town with one cotton mill. One generation later had 89 cotton mills, and what was 24,000 population then grew to 150,000, and that was the world's first industrial city, and that was the powerhouse of Manchester, which we're heading to today. 36 miles from Manchester, 36 miles from Liverpool. Liverpool was the wealthiest port. It was a gateway to the rest of the world. 1824, over 10,000 ships left the docks. Each year, 400,000 bales of cotton from America, and the trade between the city was over 11,000 tons going from Manchester to Liverpool. So the local men and businessmen and politicians wanted to get the goods from Manchester to Liverpool, 36 miles down the track. Canals were too slow and roads were too slow. So they got together, and there was only one man that they said could probably do this, and they wanted it to do by railways, but it'd never been done on such a scale before. It'd never been achieved. The railways in the pits and stuff, but never with passengers on. And they give one man who could do the job, and that was George Stevenson, a mining engineer, self-employed, could barely read, worked down the mines with his dad, but he had a gift of inventing engineering and different things on tracks. So they employed George Stevenson to try and get it done. But the problem that he had some major problems really. Coming out of Liverpool, you have Olive Mount, which you had to blast through over 24 metres to get out of Liverpool. And then when he got out of Olive Mount, he had the Sankey Canal to get over, which he did. He did get over the Sankey Canal. And he used a lot of the clay and on the bricks. Morning.
Good morning.
A lot of the bricks and clay and rubble to produce the viaduct at Newton Llewellys. And on that Newton Llewellys, they had to leave a gap of, I think it was something like 12 point something metres for the Mersey Flats to get underneath. And when he got over that, he had to do catch moss, which was bogland in Manchester, and nobody said he could do that, but he did. He got over it and he soaked it up like a sponge, catch moss, put in rubble and wood down and floated it over catch moss, and that got us into Manchester, and that's the line that we're on today, and that's what we're running. We've just pulled in at Newton Llewellys. I'll keep it running. We just passed over the 9 arches just before I was doing that commentary. Newton Llewellys, and that's still there today. Grade 2 listed building now as well, so just pulling Newton Llewellys for a stop now, and I'll keep it running for a bit. But yeah, that's the book that started the journey, was the Bradshaws handbook, and Michael Portillo made that famous, doing all his railway journeys all over the world. And I'll just open it to show you, and that's what it highlights: Great Britain and Ireland. And that was a book that started all these railway journeys off for myself and my dad's old notes in this one and quite a few others. So, and I think I opened a page, I'll show you. In this book it gives every town, every city, and if you just flick it on there, it tells you all about Manchester, and Manchester's one of the biggest pages in it, and tells you all about Manchester. all the buildings in Manchester as well. And like I said, there's quite a few pages on Manchester. But that's it. If you ever get the chance to read that book, you know, it just tells you all about each city and town. Unbelievable. And I got it in the 1, 2, 3, 4 volume edition, so it's got everything in one book. But that's the book Michael Portillo did, and made a series, about 10 series out of it, travelling all the railways of Great Britain. But off we go now. We're leaving Newtley Willows, and soon we're going over Catchmoss. I'll show you Catchmoss, which was a big problem for George Stevenson because it was a bogland, and nobody'd say he'd actually get over that land, sorry. And he did. He got over it. He floated the railway tracks above the bogland, and he did that, filling it full of bricks, and then put straw, wood, and then floated the lines above it, and hopefully get you a good shot of Catchmoss as we're on our way to Manchester. Morning, love. You alright? There you go. Oh, you're right. There you go. That's smashing. Thank you very much. Young lady just checking the tickets there. I said Trans-Pennine Express, you can't beat it. The service. About 3 minutes early as well, so well ahead on schedule today. Leaving Lee Green. Flying along on the Trans-Pennine Express. How quiet's this train? Apart from me rambling on, you know. If you just look at the train set up there, all clean and tidy, all laid out with tables. If you remember the old British rail trains when the government never funded any of the railways, like the Conservatives never do. You know, how clean and tidy is this? I know there's a lot of rail strikes and disputes at the moment, but you can't blame the railways really for standing up for the rights, you know, and government not getting involved like they never do, you know, funding and helping out. But hopefully that's going to change, you know. I'll just look across there, you get a better shot probably on the right hand side. On this side now. There you go, we're coming into here now. How smooth is that train? Like I say, you get a bit monotonous this, just driving down, but I'm going to keep it running. Very short, we should be coming up to look on the other side, Catchmoss. See all the trees down the railways, it's always a giveaway for railway lines if you're ever trying to follow them, because it always cut the line buildings off on the big embankments, and that's what you're seeing now as we're whizzing down. Pity a lot of the trees in the way really block our view, but hopefully I should be able to see it. Side, so it's still blocked off with view, but hopefully should pick something up a bit further on down the line. But yeah, Liverpool to Manchester, 36 miles. It took George Stevenson 4.5 years to build this line, and 64 bridges and viaducts along this line in total, and it was the first line that the tunnel went under a city, and it's still used today, and it's one of the most popular lines on Northern Rail and the Trans-Pennine, now getting you into Manchester. And when you get into Manchester now to Victoria, we may go over the new bridge actually, because they put a new bridge leading into Manchester, and hopefully we'll cross that. But if we don't, we're going to pick that up on the blog today. When we get off at Victoria, I'm going to end the blog and then start it again when we get nearer George Stevenson Bridge onto the 1830 warehouse. There we are, just passing the M62 motorway now, so we shouldn't be far off Catchmoss now. The tree's probably blocking quite a bit of it, so I'll try and flip the camera up and get a shot of it. Gives you an idea where we're passing. Yep. Well, this Tranam Express train this morning, it's not going full pelt at the moment, it's just doing a steady pace, because normally it would fly down this line, and it's just going steady this morning, which is nice. You'll see a bit more on the video later. Just flying through the stations now. I think that was Portycroft, I think we just gone past. And it is starting to pick up a bit more speed now. I think it does that when there's the trains or something coming down the line, and we're not far. If you look across now, we're coming into not far off Manchester now. Eccles, I think, will be the next stop. Charlie Collins country. down that motorway many times, heading to work for the co-op as a superstore manager. I don't miss them days travelling up and down this motorway, stuck in traffic for hours before you've even done a day's work, you know. But looking back, happy days. We're just slowing down now on the train, must be coming up to a signal. We're just coming up to the Salford side now, so it is just slowing down. And we've got a bit of rain, which is alright. Let's hope this rain stops when we get into Manchester. Hopefully it's just a shower because I'm not caught today. Obviously coming up to some signals, so it's just slowing right down now. There you go, train just passing, so it's slowed down to let that through. And that will start picking up a bit of speed again. No doubt. There we go. How good's that for time? 9:26, and we probably only left Lee Green about 5 past. So it's just kind of ambled along down here really, going pretty quick, but not on its full speed. But there we go. Just gives you an idea where we are coming into Manchester now. You see all the skyscrapers and a lot of flats now. There's so much being built in Manchester. Unbelievable, do you see it all? All skyscrapers going up everywhere. And you're forever seeing cranes, that's all you see in Manchester at the moment. And it won't be Manchester if he wasn't coming in to no rain. And that's a great shot over there. How good's them arches over there, that's a money shot as well. You can just see all the fancy buildings on the other side as well coming in. It's just being built all over now. All over. that's where we'll be going under shortly. One of the old bridges going in. So good to get this on the blog, really. And here we go, Manchester Victoria, 600 yards. Just look at some of these skyscrapers now. All over Manchester, they're being built. It's amazing how the old bridges just wingle the way into the city of Manchester. There's so many old bridges in Manchester as the rain's coming down. There we are, Manchester Victoria. I'm going to keep it running until we get out. Let everybody get off. That's not bad, 9:30. We'll just look at some of these trains, how good they are. And we'll just watch that train go off now. That's what we've just come on, the Trans-Pennine Express. And we'll get a shot of this shooting off and hopefully get one of the train driver on here as well. But what a nice train there, what a good journey that was. And female driver today, which is good. And we're just going to watch it go off. We'll see it go in a minute and get as far down as you can, but just look at all the lines down there. And we'll see this train go in a minute. There it is, it's just loading up now. And zoom in and get a better shot on that as it comes down. We've got a bit of rain, I've no jacket today, but we're in Manchester, so what do you expect? Well, how good a service that on the Trans-Pennine Express. It wasn't even moving at speed, that train. It was coasted all the way down from Lee Green. We left at 5 past and it got us in for 25 past at Manchester, just cruising really. And that was with a stop to let one of the other trains through. So, and if you just look now, it's all linked in. You can just see there's a tram going out. We've got the tramways all around Manchester now as well, that just link into it. Well, that's what we're waiting for. We'll see that light change very shortly. And hopefully see this train go in a minute. It'll not be here for long because Trans-Pennine trains don't end about. And I'll try and zoom in a bit more on that. And if you just see the lady, there's a lady right in the middle. It's a lady driver today and a gentleman at the side of her. So here we go, can hear the signal, so we can't be far off. waiting for that green light, but we shouldn't be too long here. Little flick stations and another train coming in on the other side, Northern Rail, just the standard train. Well, I did the Trans-Pennine today because you don't have to stop at Newton Llewellows, it just comes straight through. And if you got that train this morning from Rainhill, it had gone from Rainhill to here without any stops, and it would have flown through. It's like a flyer, and then it stops here and then straight on. I think it's only got 2 other stops, straight through to the Trans-Pennine. So what a flyer it is. Well, I'm going to keep it running, and hopefully that light changes soon, and we'll see this fly in a minute. But what a good service, you know, and this is what they're missing today really. On the motorways are all clogged up, and just thankful that we've still got a lot of these railway lines left. And we'd had a lot more if it wasn't for our friend Dr. Beeching closing many of them all in the 60s. So somebody getting on. Can't be far off now. Might even get a wave off the driver. But we are a bit early actually, because my train was due at 10 past and it was coming just gone 2 minutes past when it was hitting Lee Green, so well ahead of schedule this train. And maybe that's why the train, as it was coming into Manchester, it wasn't flying really, it was just coasting really, just coasting along, you know. But hopefully we'll see this go in a minute, and we'll see a bit more. But we'll have a flick over to the other one while we're waiting. Manchester Victoria Station. But if you just look, all the buildings that's coming up now, all the skyscrapers around Manchester, there's not going to be much space left really, and I don't think we're far off now. Can't be really. There's a ticket lady going on, so we can't be far off now. As you can see, she's just got on the train there, helping a few more. So there's a Northern train going out of Manchester. There it goes. But this one can't be far now before it goes. Got to be about, I would say, another 5 minutes or so. This will be heading out, which is well ahead of time really. And there goes the other one just in the distance. And the tram line just at the side of it. It's not going to go till them lights change, so there's another one coming in. Maybe the Trans-Pennine train is waiting for this one. Little transpanite coming in. There you go. Slight wave off the but the one that's in the station is a newer train. You can tell by the shape of the front of it. And, you should probably see them lights change in a minute. But it can't be long now before this moves. It'll not be sat here. So, like I said, they're well ahead of time this morning, so she's not going to leave that train till designated time. But such a busy platform, as one leaves, another one pulls up. Last few passengers get on now. But yeah, Bradshaw's boot from 1863, what Michael Partillo made famous really with his great railway journeys. If you ever get a chance, read that book, because your town will be mentioned in it, and it's so spot on. You know, when he mentioned St Helens, I read up about that as well, and such a great book. And my dad's notes in that book, and got me looking at all these other railway books and stuff, because we kept all this train mobilia and things, and that's what got me walking all the old lines that he'd made notes on. And at the time when he had COVID, I didn't think I was going to do that. I promised my dad that if I did get over COVID, I would do it, and I did. I've walked most of the lines that he highlighted on the book, and this is the reason I wanted to do the 1830 line today, because the line that started it all, George Stevenson, that's still used today. Can't be that far off now leaving, so here comes another one coming in. Coming down the line. A shoot across. There goes another one coming in there. Clitheroe, Northern. Well, kept it running so long now, we've got to let this train go. And it can't be that long off now, really. There's one on to Rochdale. There we go. There it goes. Get away. We've got one parked up here as well, going the other way, so gotta be on its way soon. And there's the other one just going off in the distance, you can just see it. And you got the tram service just linked to the other side as well. See one of the trams coming in there. It's not getting ready to go yet. Can't be long now. But yeah, that train today just eased its way into Manchester this morning because it was well ahead of time. Well ahead of time. And at least the rain stopped because there was no coat this morning. I should have put them in my rucksack really, knowing that we're coming to Manchester. Right, yeah. But yeah, the video coming down from Lee Green, there's not a lot you could see really, but I just wanted to get it on the video. But you pass loads of things on that train. We came over the 9 Arches at Newton Le Willows, and then we went past Hopkinson's memorial at Parkside, where the guy got killed on the Great Day 1830. And then from there we went over Catch Moss that they said would never get over, and George Stevenson did, so. And then into Victoria, but there's not a lot you could see really, but I just wanted to do the full line from Lee Green to just give you an idea how good that service is. And we'll give this another few minutes. If it doesn't go, we'll carry on the trail. We're going to go and find the 1830 warehouse, George Stevenson Bridge. I think this is it now. I think it's getting ready to go, and we might get a wave off this train driver as she sets the train off, because we've been here so long. And but what a difference being a train driver would have been to my dad's days, you know, just sat there chilling. It's just a generation, you know, later, and how good's that? Well, that lady's, I think, obviously being trained up, because there's 2, and there she goes. We might just get a wave off her on the train. Oh, we got her. There she goes. The perseverance. But what a good service. And that train will fly now on Trans-Pennine Way. It's picking up a route. We got a smile off her as well, which was good. Nice to see. And on we go on the let's go and find the 1830 warehouse where the great procession finished that day, and we're doing it in style this morning. So I know it's a bit of a wait waiting for that train to pull out, but it was worth the wait. We got a nice smile off her. And here we are in Manchester, Victoria. We want to be on the other side. There you go. And just to give you your bearings, on the left hand side there is where we get the train back to Liverpool. Another northern train in there waiting to go. Morning, mate. Dead helpful, these guys from Northern Rail as well, so. Keep it going. And when you get on the bridge here at Northern, you'll see like a lot of artwork as well, and you just see it on here. I'll just flick into some of these like pictures I love seeing. It's just giving you an idea. A bit of Manchester as well. We'll get a look over the station, and they're not supposed to be on here, but we'll get a look. So there you go, just to give you an idea what's going on at the station. That's the money shot high up. You can just see all the what they've altered in Victoria. It's all closed off now. I don't think it's supposed to come out this way, but I think we will. Probably get told off for coming down here now because we've not gone through the ticket machine, but not to worry. And here we are in Manchester Victoria Station. Still a lot going on, but you can just see. I have to get my ticket out. I just get a picture of that there. So, the Marks Railway Trails, here we are today. Welcome to Manchester. Hey love, I've not got my glasses. Is that my out one or my in one?
That's your out one. That's the right one.
Oh, is that the right
yeah,
one? So
yeah.
just stick it in.
That's it.
Cheers, my dears.
Right,
Thank you. Nice lady there helping us out. Thank you very much. And if you just look at a lot of the old buildings there, on the top, what was that years ago? But one thing I always remember is this one here, the grill room and the refreshment room. Well, how it's changed, Manchester Victoria, and we'll get a bit of a shot over there as well. We'll go up here, and it's all linked to the arena now as well. I remember taking our Danny to quite a few boxing matches here, dropping him off. And get another shot up here. Not know if we're supposed to be up here, but we'll go up. Get you another shot. There you go, you're not supposed to be up here, so if we get kicked off in a minute, that just gives you another shot. And there's the trams that's linked to Manchester Victoria now. See all the trams on the left hand side, but we'll go back down here now because getting a few funny looks and they might get kicked off. So and that's the metro link that you can just see on the left hand side now, that's linking it to Manchester Victoria, and that's where you can get all your trams all around Manchester. But I'm going to go out now and just show you the nice to see the old wooden ticket offices. I'm going to get a shot of that because that's still nice to see. And this is what I was looking to find, and I'm glad I found this today as well. Sorry mate. There you go. You just look up there now, the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, and it just gives you an idea how big the line is. If you look at Manchester Road and Liverpool, look how many lines there are. It's just highlighting all the routes from one railway line of George Stevenson on his 1830 line from Liverpool into Manchester. How many more popped up after that? And I'm just going to highlight that bit there really. Liverpool, St Helens. Unbelievable how many routes there. That's Manchester Victoria Station. Let's take a look from the outside now and click off. Just give you an idea of the building from the outside. But the likes of these buildings will not be built again, unfortunately. If you just look at it now and just look how they were built, and if you look at the top, I'll show you the clock from the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Company. You can just see the clock just above it, and that's Victoria Station. Sadly the clock's not working, but just gives you an idea. So that was the route on Mark's Railway Trails this morning. The blog's not over yet, but I'm going to cut off and get a nice breakfast somewhere in Manchester. But I just wanted to show you the Victoria Station as well, and like I said, from one railway line to George Stevenson, 1830, into Manchester, and it didn't, the Great Procession that day didn't come into Victoria. It went into what they call the 1830 warehouse, which we're going to find now in Manchester after breakfast. But I'm just going to get you another shot of Victoria Station. It's nice to see the splendour of it all really up close, and the old ironwork that's still there, and it just names all the stations above that you see. I'm lit that from a different angle as well. And for those of you that don't know Manchester, you'd be wondering where Victoria Station is. Everybody seems to know the print works for some reason, and that's just over the road from Manchester, Victoria. But I'm going to flick over here now and just have a look down here before we cut the blog off. CIS building, Corp Insurance. I want to keep it running just to show you how much building work's going on in Manchester now. And there you go, the Cooperative Wholesale Society. The Co-op owned most of these buildings along here, and if you look over there, Cooperative Wholesale Society Limited, same there, and they own most of these properties along here. And there you go, there's Manchester Victoria going on. All the tramways now coming into Manchester. That's onto your country, Charlie, into Bury. So there we go, that's Manchester Victoria Station. There's all the building work that's going up in Manchester. There's the station. I'm going to cut off here and pause it and pick up finding the 1830 warehouse in Manchester. But what a great ride in. What a great ride in, lovely gentleman there. Must be a City fan. You must be a City fan. Obviously not. I didn't get a reaction. I love things like that, mate. Anyway, we're going to kick off. See you soon on Mark's Railway Trails after a nice breakfast somewhere, and then we'll find the 1830 warehouse.